Wow, what a splendid performance, delivered with grace and beauty. That costume was just mind-blowing. Today, every day, but today, especially Malavika is looking so beautiful in all the three costumes. Next, I I would like to call our second keynote speaker for this evening, Mr. Jairam Ramesh. Mr. Jairam Ramesh is a business and community leader. He is the chairperson of Grant Thornton Botswana and Botha University and heads Africa for Grant Thornton International. He has held the senior-most role in industry bodies such as Botswana Institute of Chartered Accountants and in government advisory committees. He is a philanthropist and humanitarian. Mr. Ramesh is a recipient of Melvin Jones Fellow Award from Lions Club International Foundation for his dedicated service to humanitarian causes. Together with his wife Pushpa, he has been a pillar of support for Malavika and her parents Kalyan and Jayashree. Me and my husband also have had the privilege of interacting with Mr. Jairam Ramesh. My husband was working in Grant Thornton for 3 years, and I was also fortunate to be in Botha University for the past 6 years. Could I please request Mr. Jairam Ramesh to come up and say a few words about Malavika?
Good evening, everybody. That was a great introduction, and thank you very much for warm words of introduction. It's definitely a great privilege, not only for me, but for all of us here, to watch this enthralling performance by Malavika. It has been mesmerizing, and it took a few minutes for me to get up and come through because I was just sitting like in a trance. So it's fantastic, and I would like to appreciate and thank not only Malavika but also Kalyan and Jayashree for taking her through these stages and providing her this skill. Much has been said about Malavika. Every one of you have gone through the brochure, have read about Malavika and her progresses. And she has achieved already in her young life, be it academics or extracurricular activities, or her chess product that you have proven success. It's all been fantastic. One thing I realized and learned when I was having a chat with Malavika was that she's a great nature lover. She loves to take a walk in the garden and appreciate the plants and flowers. And I think that's being depicted on the stage with so much of greenery. And I believe that she is the one who asked for that to be decorated in the most natural way possible. And that is fantastic in such an evening. Now, just because she is doing this classical dance performance, let's not think she's not interested in a few other things. She's very passionate and loves Western music. At the same time, likes Indian music. And anything with rhythm catches her attention, she says. And she stops. And as all of us parents realize, what the children do, the parents have to do. For example, my children are fans of Manchester United, and I ended up watching all the matches. Jayashree and Kalyan have started learning and appreciating Western music just because of Malavika. That's a real transformation for them. And they are able to name some artists and what happens to be their favorite of her. So that is really something which you appreciate in our kids. when they go through these learning of dance, going through this rigorous training, learning the discipline, it not only enables them to learn a skill, it also provides them values and something that will stay with them for the rest of their life. Do you agree? It's something which we all appreciate. And now we talked about the parents, and this doesn't come through easily without the guru. The guru, Ajita Manjesh Lal, we had a short introduction of her in the brochure, and all of us present here know her for very long, and she has done something excellent, extraordinary, and has given all parents with girls something that they can look back, enjoy, and feel proud about what the children have achieved. And Ajita is somebody who makes her students to give the best they can in all their performances. So this is talent, which is hidden and within everybody. And it is only the guru who is able to bring it out. And Ajita has got this unique knack, as they say, to bring out the best of talent from the students. And when it comes to our engagement, she makes the student has done all the homework until the student gets the level of performance she wants. She makes them practice, practice, and practice again until the student gets to perfection. At the same time, she's friendly with her students and always gives them a motherly affection when needed. And all her students will love her company. And Ashita's family also has been a great support behind her success. Her husband Manu Manjesh Lal, who's also a great artist, and I'm sure he has had a big role to play in the stage activities. And their children, Michael and Minna, have always stood behind her and motivated her in her career. And their support has always been encouragement for Ajita. Ajita, without you, we couldn't have all these skills brought out and for all of us to enjoy. Thank you very much, Ajita. Much has been said about all the dance forms and about Bharatanatyam, so I don't want to label or say anything with respect to the dance. The only thing it always comes to my mind is dance in all form brings a lot of positive energy and good vibrations. The music and the movements just gets us all energized. And our engagement is a culmination of many, many years of vigorous and dedicated training by the Guru. It creates that bond. The bond that is created between the student and the Guru over years of training is what culminates or learn a sport. It's only later on in life we realize the skill that we learned at an early stage helps to differentiate ourselves when we go through to university and meet and mingle with the youth from different parts of the world and with different backgrounds. And I'm sure quite a few of the youngsters, and of course, when we think back ourselves, we can recall that wonderful moment when we are there, and when we are with a group of students, we pick up a guitar and we'll be able to play in in a group of our friends. Or you're at the university and there's a cultural program and you take the lead to go and do a performance. Definitely, it makes us feel good, and we think back to our parents to say thank you for having given me this skill and be able to exhibit and practice it. It's important for each one of us learning a skill to practice that as best as possible during our entire life. The more we become a catalyst to share that skill with others, the more we take the effort to propagate that skill, the more we take the effort to impart that skill to others, we are achieving a noble cause. The pleasure is always in the giving, not in the taking. The pleasure is always in the giving and not in the taking. In your life, you need to become a net giver than a net taker. This applies to all your activities in life. In the office where you work, if you're a net giver than a net taker, your colleagues like you and you become popular. You're liked and appreciated by your peers, juniors, and your bosses. You're considered an asset in the organization. In your personal life too, you become a net giver. You're being useful and beneficial to everyone around you, to your community, to your family, everyone. You can give money, you can give skills, you can give time, you can give your love, and time. That's the limited commodity in this world. That you can give your valuable time to those who are in need and to help others. That is something, greatest thing that you can do. And the more you give, the more satisfaction you get out of living. Stand back, evaluate yourself. Am I a net giver or a net taker? If you're a net taker, start focusing on giving and change yourself into a net giver. Let's all strive to be net givers. When I was chatting with Malavika, I was asking her as to whether she would ensure that the dance she's learning now would not fade away when she gets busy with her studies and family. She assured me that she would keep it alive by teaching it and spreading the art to as many people as she can. Those words and their intention were so sweet to hear. And she will become a net giver the more she does that. Flight home recently, I was reading an article featuring Deshum Basin, the high altitude mountaineer She's successfully climbed Mount Everest 3 times. I think one of the reasons why it caught my eye was recently myself, my family, and my partners, along with about 40 other friends from different offices of Anthon in Africa, climbed Mount Everest. And when you climb, this is my thought in my mind. That's why I saw all of you looking at saying, what is this guy saying? That I climbed Mount Kenya, I was telling myself I'm climbing Mount Everest. And that's why you put yourself. So when I was on the flight and when I saw an article at this mountaineer, I read that. And one of the messages was very powerful, and I'd like to share this with Malavika and the other youngsters. It's about understanding how perceptions affect the way people deal with you. How perceptions affect the way people deal with you. Believe in yourself. The world perceives you as you can perceive yourself. Often, we need to change our own perception of what we are, who we are, and what we can do before we can change the way the world sees us. You have to teach the world how to treat you, and that starts with your own perception of yourself. Regardless of the support and resources you have, no one is going to get you to do something if you don't have self-belief. Your success or failure can rest on this alone. And this is something which we have to keep telling ourselves, the power of affirmation. And you must feel that you can achieve anything, and that self-belief takes you a long way. I thank Kalyan and Jayashree for acknowledging and inviting me to speak to you this evening and providing me the opportunity to shower a blessing and best wishes to our Malavika for becoming an accomplished and successful person in life. I bless her with all my heart and wish her the very, very best.
We are all given Malavika encouragement and support through our applause and our presence here today. She has given us positive energy, joy, and memories that I believe we're going to carry out of here and that will be with us for a long time. There is no doubt that she has given to us more than she has taken. Thank you very much, Anishma, for that moment. Our next Kuchipudi item is called Adaram Madhuram in Ragam Durga and set to Talam Kurunji. This item will be introduced by Yamuna Yuvaraj, also a student at the School of Indian Dance and Music.
The Madhurashtakam is a unique composition by Sri Vallabhacharya, which describes the sweetness of Lord Sri Krishna. The Madhurashtakam uses just one adjective, Madhuram, meaning sweet or beautiful, to describe the lovely attributes of Lord Sri Krishna's beautiful form. He is the king of sweetness and his beauty personified. The dancer describes the beauty of Krishna in this song. She says Krishna is sweet in everything, whether it's his face or eyes, his movements, and whatever he does is sweet. This item is an expressive piece with the dancer depicting the beauty and sweetness of Lord Krishna. This piece is set in Ragam Durga to Tarupu. Thank you.
And I'm sure we all agree that Malavika did utmost justice to this beautiful item. title is the climax of today's performance, Tarangam, followed by Mangalam and certification ceremony. Before Tarangam, I would like to call on Malavika's mother, Jayashree Kalyan, to give the vote of thanks. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Before I start with the open thanks, let me call upon Mr. Anand Rajaram and Mrs. Sridevi Shankarayan to take a token of appreciation from us for being the wonderful MCs for today. Thank you, Sridevi Shankarayan. Sridevi. Thank you, Sridevi Shankar. Please bear with me because I need to tell a couple of names who I wanted to thank. Me and Kalyan actually wanted to thank from the bottom of our heart. First of all, good evening, everyone. I would like to thank you all for coming to our daughter Malavika's invitation and for wishing and blessing her on this important milestone of her dance career. I hope you all enjoyed Malavika's performance so far, and she will be the last one after this. As with all your wishes, I'm sure she has done her best. I immensely thank Rangaram Srimati Ajita Manjeshwar for guiding our daughter and putting in massive efforts towards making this arrangement a success. Thank you, Ajita, for bringing Malavika to this level. I would like to thank Mr. and Mrs. Muni and Mr. and Mrs. Ramachandran Ottakar for accepting our invitation and raising our daughter's arrangement. Thank you very much. I thank our keynote speakers, Mr. J. Ramesh and Mr. Murli Vaidyanathan, for their encouraging and meaningful words. Thank you very much. I wholeheartedly thank Mr. and Mrs. Rajaram for being a huge support to us always. Thank you, Shilaji, for your advice and suggestions regarding this arrangement. From the beginning, you have been a great support to us. I thank all our family members in India for their moral support during this arrangement. I'm sure they are watching it in live stream. Thank you all of them again for wishing and blessing her. And with her their wishes, blessings, and encouragement, Malva could perform to her best. I thank Mr. and Mrs. Kadiresan for live streaming the arrangement in order for our family and friends overseas to be able to watch Malavika's arrangement. I also thank Mr. Ravi Srinivasan and Mr. Sampath and Mr. Annamalai for making arrangements and carrying out tasks in order to make this live streaming a success. Thanks to Sharavanan Guptal for the invitation puja. I thank Mr. Arun Prasanna for his help with creatively designing the invitation and brochure. I thank Mr. Balu Kani, Vishwanath, and the Nutrition House Simon for his help, for their help with the beautiful backdrop. I'm sure it was very nice. You all enjoyed it. I also thank Mr. Manu Manjeshwar for his valuable advice regarding the backdrop. Thanks to Mrs. Shubhashri Ravi and Mrs. Gayatri Sriram, Mrs. Priya Iyer for assisting with backstage makeup. Thanks to Mrs. Pushpa Ramesh for overall assistance and coordination the overall arrangements and backstage. Thanks to Mr. Ravi Iyer for all his support and assistance as always. And thanks to my cousin Mrs. Revati Murli for all the puja decorations and making the garland for deities and assistance with kola and everything. Thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Ramu for providing us with the deities of Lord Ganesha and Lord Shiva.
Thanks to Mrs. Suniti Patel for arranging the bouquets, and thanks to Mr. Surdas for assisting with the editing of songs and improving the quality of the audio. Thanks to Mr. Murira for his assistance with lights and sound system, and also Mr. Prakash for coordinating stage lights. Mr. Jit for his thanks Mr. Jit for his assistance in taking photos. Thanks to Mr. Sriram for his help with preparation of brochures and assistance with backstage. Thanks to Mr. Vijay, Mr. Dinesh, Mr. Yuvraj, Mr. Sudarshan for all the assistance in the backstage. Thanks to Mrs. Radhika Shivashankar and Mrs. Anbu Hari Anand, Mrs. Aparna Rajesh, who helped with welcoming, and the ushers Shikadari Yamuna Yogani. Thanks to Mrs. Saundari Yuvraj, Mrs. Mahasudarshan, Mrs. Saras Kadaresan, and Mrs. Sangeeta Maran for helping with food preparation for previous day rehearsal. Thanks to Mr. Madhu, Mr. Yuvraj Abi, Mrs. Anbu, Mrs. Lavanya, Mrs. Radhika Shankar, and Pharmacy Jaykumar and Pharmacy Rajaram, and Mr. Shankar for all the assistance with food serving. Thanks to Mr. and Mrs. Rita Rajaram for staff act for assisting with plates and cups. Thanks to Saffron Restaurant for preparing the delicious food. Thanks to again our wonderful MCs of today, Mr. Anandram and Mr. Sri Shankaraya. And thanks to all the friends and well-wishers who helped for the arrangement in whatever way, the way they can. And if I had forgotten anyone by mistake, please my apologies as it was not intentional. And I thank everyone who's present here, as you are a wonderful audience who came to bless and wish our daughter on her arrangement. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Jayashree. There is an announcement to confirm blood donation venue is Sai Center tomorrow, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Please take note, Sai Center, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Moving on, the concluding item is a Tarangam. This is really a breathtaking item because Tarangam is a dance form where the dancer performs on top of a brass plate, keeping a pot of water on her head. So it requires a lot of control over one's body to perform that dance. Malagada Manimaya Chela is a Kirtanam by Sri Muttukudi Venkata Subbaya, and it describes the beauty of Lord Krishna. It describes Lord Krishna as wearing the emerald stone, Malagada Mani. The Kirtanam is set to Ragam, Ragamalika, and Aditara. The Tarangam will be followed by the concluding mantra. So let's all wait and let's all look at and see this beautiful performance from Malavika.
Absolutely. Malavika, you have made us all very proud. She's now being awarded her certificate from her guru, Adita Mangaleshwar. I would now like to request Malavika to give a token of appreciation to her guru for all these years of hard work and pushing that her guru has had to do. And I'm pleased to request Mahima also to come on stage. Could I request the star of our evening, Malavika, to give a few words to close this magnificent arrangement?
Thank you all for coming and blessing me. And I'm still getting my breath. I didn't prepare this. But as there's a saying, Mata without Guru Devam, I would first like to thank my mom. My mom put so much effort into this. It's actually my mom studied Indian classical dance, Bharatanatyam, but she couldn't do this. So this is like two arrangements in one. So, like, I don't know, he was coordinating, picking me up from dance class. I know it was a lot, but Appa did it without sighing or anything. I think I've been like so many times I haven't practiced, I was show up with it. I haven't practiced. But Auntie would forgive me all the time and be like, it's okay, Mole. So thank you so much for this, Auntie. Thank you so much. And then Devan, thank you, God. Thanks for everything. Thank you, audience. Thank you. Of course, Mahima has been really supportive. Thank you all. Thank you so much for staying. Thank you so much.
Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. That brings us to the end of what has been an amazing evening that we will carry with us for a long time to come. Thank you.